Hey love, don't you deserve great sex? We think so. Welcome to Sex in South Beach, where everybody comes to talk, listen, and learn about sex. Tonight's show is just for you. And by you, I mean anyone who is not achieving the sexual satisfaction that they've always dreamed about because they've got some sort of issues that they just can't get over. This is Sex in South Beach. I am Dr. Sonjia, America's sex educator, and everybody comes to Sex in South Beach to have healthier, happier sex.
Yeah!
So in tonight's show, Hypnosis for Hot Sex, we're going to find out whether or not hypnotherapy is a path that can help so many people get over the mental issues that are preventing them from having the sex life that they've always dreamed about. And we have Dr. Stephen Roth, a medical hypnotherapist, with us to guide us through the session and maybe show us a few tricks.
Yeah!
Since it smells so good, I gotta have it and you should. Sense is for them lovers that wanna know how to stay excited. Don't believe me, just smell. Don't believe me, just smell. Don't believe me, just smell. Hey, 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 ho! Sense smells funky good. Sense smells funky good. Gets me more excited than I knew I could. You should really try it. Yes, you really should. Sense smells funky good. Sense smells funky good. Get yours today at drsonjia.com. And today we are talking about how hypnotherapy might be able to help you have a hotter sex life. And to guide us through this experience today, we have Dr. Stephen Roth, a medical hypnotherapist based here in Miami. Please give it up for Dr. Roth. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to actually ask you closer. It's an intimate show.
Okay.
Yes, so we're going to get close and talk about this. So
I can handle that.
Okay.
You're hypnotizing me already
yes.
now.
Oh, that's what I do. That's what I do. So I heard, rumor has it, that you're also a dentist.
Rumor is correct. Yes.
Oh, rumor is correct. So how does it go? People come, they're like, oh my gosh, that dental appointment was so awesome. By the way, I have some sex issues, or can you help me with that? Or how did you go from one area, dentistry, and get into these other areas?
Because patients, when they're laying down in a chair, they naturally open up to me. So they'd open up and tell me about this challenge and that challenge and that challenge, and I'm like, I can help you with that. And I would do it in the chair at first, these sessions in the chair at first. And then I said, let me start my own practice. So I started a separate practice, and I love that. That's like my passion.
That's your passion. And I thought my relationship with my dentist was really special. So what is hypnotherapy?
Hypnotherapy is actually therapy using hypnosis, which is a natural state we all go in at least twice a day. When we wake up in the morning, we're kind of a little groggy.
Right.
And right before we go to sleep, our mind is in a relaxed state.
Okay.
And that's the state that I get people in.
So that's like trance? Is that what?
Yeah, it's a trance. Correct.
Trance, okay.
Or when you're watching a movie and you get really involved and you start crying or you get scared, you're in a trance. And your husband's watching a football game and no matter what you say, he's not hearing it. He's in a trance.
Right, okay.
So
that's
it's focused
what the
attention.
He's in a trance. So hypnosis is when you go into a trance.
Right, and what happens in this trance is, right now you're kind of analyzing everything I say.
Right.
Right, so that's your critical mind or your conscious mind. And it's analytical, but it's also really weak.
Right.
So your subconscious mind controls all your emotions. It's all the, it also controls your autonomic system, like your breathing, your heart rate, everything. It's really powerful. And it also has every single memory you've had since you were actually in the womb. Every single memory you have has an energy attached to it. So if you were a little kid and you almost drowned at 7 years old, or we can, if you want to talk about sexual issues, that little kid is still in you with that memory. He's still in you, preventing you from either having a normal sexual relationship, going into a pool.
Right. What type of issues, what sort of sexual issues can hypnotherapy help with?
The last several women I work with actually were having a problem having an orgasm with their partners.
Oh, wow. And
I mean, how did you help them?
Exactly that way.
Yes.
The key is that they were able to have an orgasm on their own.
So they come to you and they know they're having problems. They tell you what their problem is.
Right.
I can't have an orgasm with my husband or with my partner.
Right.
And what's the process?
All right, so since I know they've had, I ask them, have you had an orgasm by yourself or with an object? Or, and usually they'll say, well, not usually, because I think there's a percentage of women who, like 30% haven't had an orgasm.
Right.
So I also use a neuro-linguistic programming, which is anchoring and feeling. So what I can do, that's an easy one actually. I can bring them back to when they're having an orgasm.
Okay.
With regression, because they remember every single memory, everything that happened, but they also remember it with feeling. So bring them back to their best orgasm and have them anchored in. Like some women might want to bite their lip, another may want to, go like this, whatever they want to do. And then I tell them, so you can do that anytime you want because you just did that now. And I'll bring them in the future with their partner and they have an orgasm with their partner in their mind because your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination when you're in a trance.
So is it easier for women who have had a previous orgasm? Is it easier for you to help women who have had a previous orgasm than women who haven't had an orgasm before?
Then I may have to go back deep in their childhood where they look at, like you were talking about religion, where it's against God to have sex or whatever it is, or they saw their parents doing it or whatever, or they got raped or molested, whatever trauma they have, I may have to go back to that and have them look at a different way or maybe rescue them from that happening.
Okay.
So it changes whatever story, whatever little kid had that story, it'll change that story so it doesn't affect them later on in life or in the present or in the future.
Okay. And during the trance state that you would induce, first of all, how long would it take?
I do a couple sessions, like something like that would take, I can get good results in one session, but I like to anchor it in. The more repetition you have, the more it stays.
Okay. So during the session when you have me in a trance state, would I have an orgasm?
Yeah.
During the trance?
Right.
Would you be on top of me? No. Had to ask.
Patient Dr. Confidential.
Okay. What happens in the office stays in the office. That's what I say too.
But I don't judge anyone. One of the keys of being a good hypnotist is people know that I care and I want to help them.
Right.
And I'm not going to judge. And it's like we all go through our stuff. It's part of our journey.
Right. What other problems besides besides orgasmic dysfunction?
Also, for pregnancy.
Ah.
All right, so I used to be, my undergrad, I have a Bachelor of Science in Zoology, which I never thought would amount to anything. Except if you look at it, as us as animals.
You're an interesting guy.
Yeah. I was a nerd at one point.
So, okay, so you have this undergraduate degree in zoology.
So, and I never thought it would amount to anything, but think about it. We are animals. We're bio bodies. And we have these computers that, with hypnosis, yes, we can change some of the programs, but also in a natural, anatomical way. When we're in stress, are we going to put our energy towards reproduction?
Right.
Just the animal part of us.
Right.
No, and the energy towards getting an erection, towards a woman feeling horny. When you're stressed, no. And we're living in stress.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, that's a big problem with women who don't achieve great sex lives is the amount of stress. And to their partners, I'm always saying, if you can get them to relax, you're going to be luckier.
Right. Without having the fear of not being able to perform or not being able to pleasure or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
So hypnosis can help with that too. Even just them doing self-hypnosis can help a lot with that as well.
So you've helped women have orgasms. You've helped women become pregnant who weren't able to previously become pregnant.
Correct.
So basically got them into a place where both parties could release all the good juices, where the sperm could swim, the eggs could drop, they could meet each other.
And I can have them go back to an event that, like, there's women who are afraid to get pregnant because they might have had an abortion, and it's very painful. I've had people, listen, the stories that people have in their minds, I don't judge whether they're true or not, but I've had women speak to their aborted souls and realize that they're okay, and it was just an agreement between them, so they forgive themselves, because a lot of women will go into depression.
Right.
So you have that part, you have women who've had miscarriages, they don't want to feel it again, so on a subconscious level, their body does not want to feel it again.
Right.
So there's all these little things. Our subconscious mind, which controls all our bodily functions, prevents us from getting hurt, whether it's physically or emotionally.
Right, absolutely.
And a lot of times it's emotionally, and we don't even realize, like, you know, I've sabotaged probably dates before too because I didn't want to get hurt. I mean, when I finally realized it, it's, okay, what am I doing again?
Right.
But we do this so that we protect ourselves from getting hurt.
I want to talk about the other parts of sex very quickly. So hypnotherapy, does it cure sex addiction? Because, you know, apparently every celebrity's a sex addict these days. So can hypnotherapy help with that?
Yes. Have I worked on that yet? No.
Yeah.
Like Tiger Woods had his own hypnotist.
Right.
But I don't think he wanted to get over his sex addiction.
Yeah. I think that was a communication strategy. If Tiger could tune in to Sex in South Beach, we would help him learn the communication skills. Learn those communication skills to say, girl, I like to have sex with a lot of people. And I want to be married. And I'm a billionaire. Are you down? Right? That's what we're about. Open, honest communication so everybody can get what they want from their sex life. And hypnotherapy is a great tool. And we know, all the studies show that people who enjoy sex more and have more fulfilling sex lives are actually happier in the other areas of their life. They're more likely to be healthy, physically healthy, they're wealthier. I mean, who wouldn't want all of those great things?
I agree.
Right? And of course, right, and it helps you have a better relationship with your partner.
Sure.
You know, most guys, you know, they want sexual pleasure, not only for themselves. I mean, nice guys want it for us too. So,
for nice guys.
Yes, for nice guys. Yes.
Nice guys finish later.
Ooh. Nice guys win, okay?
They usually do. We finish on top.
Yes,
Yeah. If you're looking for a better smile, better sex, or both, be sure to shout out my friend Dr. Stephen Roth and ask him for the Sex in South Beach special. And today's homework is go to sexinsouthbeach.com, sign up for the VIP list so you can get free stuff for better sex. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and check out the Sex in South Beach podcast on Podcast Planet, a whole new world of awesome. Surprise, surprise! I'm just making a house call to see if you've tried Sense body oil yet.
Oh my God, your oil has become our love potion. I'm telling you, it revitalized our sex life, and I think it cleared up my sinuses.
Wow, revitalized your sex life and cleared your sinuses. I told you Sense would spice up your sex life. Get yours today at Amazon.com or drsonjia.com.